What up? What up? What up? What up? What's good? What's going on? Just waiting on my trainer to get here. We live right now. We live right now. Waiting on my trainer. Hospice nursing. It's interesting, y'all. I ain't gonna even lie. It's definitely interesting. We are live. We are live. What's cracking? Yeah, I just got off work. I just did a 12-hour shift. Shout out to Consultant Works. Shout out to Consultant Works. Shout out to LA. LA showing out, boy. I seen Kendrick Lamar over there in Toronto. Showing out. What's up, Veronica? Shout out to New Jersey in the building. Been in New Jersey, flew out of y'all airport. Y'all got a nice airport in New Jersey. I think it's the Newark airport. Shout out to New Jersey. But it's early morning. I ain't gonna be here too long because she's supposed to be here by 9 o'clock. So I'm just pretty much chilling right now. But what's up? What's up? What's up, Miss Williams? What's cracking? Good morning. Good morning. I'm on night shift right now. Can't wait to get off. Yeah, I feel you on that. I just got off night shift. Now I'm headed straight to. I'm doing this hospice thing. Hospice nursing is interesting. It's definitely different. It's different for sure. Shout out to the VA. Shout out to Virginia. I've been to Virginia once, but it's a different experience. Um, I so I was with my trainer a few days ago, and we went to a meeting. We met with a family that's new to hospice, and when I say the lady that I had did a masterful job of consulting, because it was almost like when you when you put somebody on hospice and the lady is doing like the admission, some of these families are really distraught, and rightfully so. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them hear the word hospice and they feel like that's the end. And in a lot of cases, it's heading towards the end, but it just depends. You feel me? It really depends. But I don't know. She did a masterful job of talking to the people. Just I don't. Maybe reassuring is the right word, that they're gonna provide the best care that they can. And the lady that we had was just like she wanted to vent and get it all out. And I was, I'm just sitting back, paying attention and watching. And it was something to see. She did a phenomenal job. She did a phenomenal job. But I like it. It's different. The only part that I've disliked so far is going into houses that are nasty. Over the last few days, I have been into some of the nastiest houses that I've ever seen. Like, for real. Over the last few days, ladies and gentlemen, I have been inside of some of the nastiest houses. Shout out to Mars Bloom. Good morning. Y'all hit that like button for me on the way in. Y'all hit that like button for me on the way in. Shout out to everybody coming in. Hey Ma, love you. What's up, Bonnie? Hit that like button on the way in. Please help it play out. But man, some of the houses, man, it's been crazy. I went into one house that smelled so bad. I almost got sick to my stomach. And then the lady, nice lady, the lady was cooking. The lady was cooking and she offered us food. And I'm like, no, sir. Ladies, now I truly understand why y'all don't be putting y'all purses down in places. You know, fellas, we carry our wallets in our pocket. I understand now why y'all don't like to sit y'all purses down when y'all go to certain places. Y'all don't like to sit them on the floor, and y'all don't like to. I get it now. I understand 100%, ladies. I get it because that was some nonsense that I walked into. The house was so dirty and it reeked of urine. And I'm just like, yo, what is really going on here? And, it's part of the gig. So now, you know, I haven't started on my official part yet because I'm going to be on call. They got me training during the daytime to, you said, make sure you pray before you go into someone's home. Facts. Shout out to Tanisha. Facts. I'm definitely going, yeah, for sure. Because you never know what you walking into. For real, for real. You probably got all kind of spirits and demons and all kind of stuff. You definitely for sure got to pray. Thank you for that, for sure. But I'm just like, yo, what is really, like, it's hard to believe that people, like, be living like that. Now, I done walked into some very nice houses, too. Like, man, like, I done walked into some, like, real nice, big old houses. House smell real good. Patience is good. And mind you, I haven't met no rude people yet. You know what I'm saying? But it's different. And I haven't been training on my particular part. I'm gonna be doing like 7 on 7 off, but they've been having me work days. And it's really a lot of charting. It's a lot of charting. We got tablets that we chart on. We got a work phone, and eventually I'll be getting a work car, like a car for work. How does it work to do the health workers? To do the healthcare workers have to clean the house, asking as a senior. No, no. Especially like as an on-call nurse, we're not cleaning no houses. We go out if something happens. So like if something happens to a resident, they'll triage it to me or whoever else is on call. So say for instance like a resident has a fall or a resident is complaining of pain or the family members complaining of pain, we go out and we pretty much assess. And then after we assess, we contact the doctor or we make some suggestions on what could possibly help alleviate the patient's distress. So it's cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm just really trying to try some different things and see what I like. But it's different for sure. But I like it better than being on a cart. I do like it better than being on a cart. And like last night, I was on a cart, and it's like it's super short at my job, man. Like the car, and like I said, it's summertime. It's gonna be summertime. Nobody finna come to work for real. But I just be wondering, how do people be paying their bills, especially in a time where everybody talking about they broke and they ain't got no paper, but people be calling off. How are they paying their bills? That's what I be wanting to know. Do they got businesses on the side? I don't know, because apparently they always come when they be at work. They always talking about how broke they are. So I don't know. I don't know. No, but yeah, it's different though, for sure, for sure, for sure. Are most of the nasty homes you enter due to depression because of the patient's illness and lack of support? I don't know why it's nasty because a lot of them. What's going on, CJ? I'm a younger nurse from NY. You got to get into the clinical research hustle. It's sweet. Shout out to I forgot. I didn't get your name. Email me. cjcarls90@gmail.com. Email me. I'm always looking to try some new stuff. But I don't know if it's depression or whatever. I mean, that could be the case. I think some people are just nasty. I mean, it is what it is. But and it may not seem as though it's nasty to them. I appreciate it. So that was Norman. Yeah, Norman, email me. Shoot me an email. Shout out to Medical. Man, I miss doing the lives. I can't wait to get back like in the studio doing a podcast again, man. Y'all know I just had to get some stuff right first. Get back on this grind. But yeah, that could play a part of it. And I haven't done home care like before I became a nurse. I did a brief stint as like a home care center. And I'm talking about brief. And the house I went to, I had a paraplegic lady, and that was a terrible experience because she had got into a car accident and won a lot of money from the settlement. So, but she was really angry and bitter because she felt like everybody in her life was just using her for money, and she took it out on us. And I mean that's unfortunate, but that kind of like steered me away from home care. And then like when you're doing home care, I don't know, as a CNA, like they was like you gotta clean the house and all that kind of stuff. You said I'm an LP in a bridge program, currently wellness director. It disappeared. Say something else so I can see it again. But it's different though. It's definitely different. It's definitely different. I don't see her. I don't see no hospice card. I didn't pull it up. So let me see. Currently wellness director. I'd love to be a part of your podcast for interview. For sure. Yeah. Yeah. When I get this popping, I'm gonna have it. I'm gonna have it so people can hit the link and pull up when I get back in the studio. For sure. Home care as a nurse is 110. As a nurse, 110 depends on the type of patients you get. For sure. Yeah. Yeah. That's true. And I've been just thinking a lot lately, man. Like I've been really trying to put my plan together because I don't plan to be like in bedside for that much longer. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. So I'm just getting my plan together. How I'm really getting my exit plan together. And it's not to the point that I'm trying to leave nursing per se, but I'm just trying to leverage this thing on on how I can make this whole thing work, to where I don't have to do it. So, y'all, 34 people in here. Can we get them likes up, please? I would greatly appreciate that. That's gonna help the algorithm. Help the algorithm know that y'all liking this. Please help me get them likes up. But yeah, yeah. Any questions? If y'all got some questions for me, let me know. I got a few more minutes. I got about 10 more minutes. So if y'all got questions, let me know. My sister watches your cruise channel. She's waiting for a new video upload. Man, I can't wait to give them one. I can't wait to give them one. So, but yeah, man. Next cruise is coming up soon. Let me see. I just graduated nursing school. I appreciate your encouragement and videos. Definitely helped me through my journey. Shout out to Chaz. Shout out to Chaz. Appreciate you, Chaz. Do they ever try to give you tips? Nah. Nah, they never try to give me tips. I've had residents in a nursing home try to give me gifts and everything like that, but never tips. Hey, bro, is nursing easy for males? I think it really depends on the person, to be honest. I think it really depends on the person. Shout out to NYC. Shout out to Jacoya. Jacoya Sweet. I hope I said that right. Good morning. But as far as it being easy for males, I mean, I think uh, I think we less prone to be in drama if you know how to keep your head tucked. You dig what I'm saying? If you know how to keep your head tucked and stay out the way, you know what I'm saying? We less prone to get drawn in drama. But do you have to touch male privates as a male nurse? It depends on what you're doing. If you straight casting, yeah. Women love working with male nurses, yep. But yeah, it depends on what you're doing. Sometimes you might have to. You know what I'm saying? You might have to stray cast and do what you got to do. Say it's okay they don't bite, bro. Let me see. I'm from Brooklyn, living in Tampa, but trying to move back to NYC to work. That's what's up. I could bypass the catheter. Well, man, get it how you live. I mean, I don't know if you've ever been a CNA or not, but you got to clean patients. Sometimes as a hospice nurse, you may have to give a shower. So, hey, CJ, I'm a girl. I have 2 kids, and my boyfriend is demanding, telling me nursing school is stupid. Somebody please put another comment so I can finish reading that. Somebody please put another comment so I can finish reading that because it be disappearing so quick. Let me see. And I don't have time to go to school. I make 950. Any advice? Yo, he's demeaning, telling me nursing school is stupid. Let me ask you a better question. Why are you with somebody that's demeaning you? Is it because y'all got kids together? And this is where I try to have empathy because I don't know what it's like to be in a situation to where y'all might have kids and stuff like that. Cause my thing is just leave. You dig? But being so close to death makes you appreciate life. But my thing is to just leave. But I think you need to come up with a plan. I have 2 kids and I need help. I'm not a nurse, but I took care of my dad for 11 years. I think it was more awkward for him than it was for me for handling the good. Yeah, that probably would be awkward for any father. You know what I'm saying? But if you're sick, you're sick. But as far as the 2 kids things, you needing help. Why is he not doing what he's supposed to do and stepping up? Are you the only one working? If you could do it all over again, with money being no issue, would you have skipped LPN? Yeah, I would have, and I don't regret being an LPN. But if I could do it all over again, I definitely would have just got my RN first. But I learned a lot though. Just returned to nursing after 9 years out, so I'm like a new nurse without the education. Help. You already got your license? You got your license already? But yeah, to that girl with the 2 kids and a demeaning boyfriend, I would say you need to leave him as soon as possible. He on the streets. He on the street. I watch your videos, so motivating. Sweetheart, get rid of it. You don't need to be with no dude on the street. How old are you and how old is he? Y'all got kids, man. If y'all got you don't need to be with no dude that's in the streets and y'all got 2 kids. I'm sure he's too old for that. Yes, RN BSN. Yeah, man. So let's start from scratch. Go to a hospital. I'm starting RN September BSN. Congratulations. Go to a hospital, gotta be in the gotta be abundant in the craziest times. It broadens the opportunities around us. But yeah, I would say, start at a hospital if that's what you want to do. Let them know that, hey, I'm like a baby nurse. I'm trying to learn. I don't have no experience. And go from there. I'm sure they would love to train you and teach you. I'm sure they would love to train you and teach you. But let me see. So, but yeah. So to that lady with the 2 kids, yeah, go ahead and go. I don't know, man. I know it's easier said than done. I mean, it's easy for me to say leave, but you need to get up out of there. I'm a new grad working at the jail. Don't seem too crazy yet. I've never worked at the jail, so I don't know. Some hospitals got preceptorships and training for new grads in NYC. I heard it's a bag up there, but I heard the ratios are trash in NYC. How true is that? How true is that? I heard the ratios are trash in NYC. I'm gonna stay on here for like 10 more minutes. I heard they be doing y'all any kind of way up there with them ratios. ED is always filled. What the pay looking like? And what's the ratio for the ICU? I know nursing school will change my life for sure. I agree. I think nursing school will change your life too. I think nursing school for sure will change your life. But yeah, what the ICU ratios looking like? I think, but yeah, the most difficult part for me with this whole hospice thing is the chart. And it's not that it's difficult; it's just long. Should I do LPN or RN? It depends on you. If you're trying to get some paper right now, go to get your LPN. You can get it in a year or less. It sounds like you're trying to get some money now. So I would definitely say go get your LPN. But if you in a space to where maybe you can go to your mama house or your family somewhere, because it's clear that your dude not helping you. So if you can get you some a space to where some family can help you out. But I would say go the LPN route with your particular situation. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. So what's the starting rate for a new grad nurse in New York City? What's the starting rate? I'm gonna try to start going live a little bit more too. By the way, y'all, and I gave a play at work phone. So I know you run the bag. I want them 12K. Hold on. Wait a minute. Bring somebody type something else so I can see that. Somebody type something else so I can see that. Let me see. So I know you run the bag with 12 to 15K. I'm not as is. Let me see. Bag with Kaiser. That's crazy with the R. And I'm talking about with the run up energy. For sure. CJ, I wanted to ask you, how did you get into content creation as a nurse? It's something I want to pursue next year. I just turned on the camera and started talking. So the average salary for registered nurse is $54.77 an hour in New York and 13,625 overtime per year. CJ is California. That's where the money at. I heard they trying to stop. I heard they trying to stop out of state people from coming to Cali and getting up all them hours. CJ, do you think agency or getting OT is more lucrative? I, yeah, for sure. I mean, that depends on you. Well, let me say this: it depends on where you are. I mean, you always gonna get more money when you work overtime, but that really depends on where you are, though. Because if you in a state like California, there's nurses out there making 200,000 a year, only working 36 hours a week. But the cost of living is higher out there. But if you, it depends on your situation. If you got a family, then that's one thing. But if you don't have a family and you living below your means, you good. So it just really just depends. But I think agency, you always gonna make a better bag with agency. You can make way more than 54, and while most nurses I know making at least 60 to 65 an hour. That's what's up. Yeah, when I pass my test, I'm definitely going to. When I travel, I'm gonna travel and have some fun for probably about 6 months. Then I'm gonna probably go to one of these hospitals and start working on them skills for sure. Cause now you know what I'm saying. I really had an epiphany. Like now that RN school is out the way, I can truly start to focus on the things that I love in life. You feel me? Like art in school was such a, I don't want to call it a hurdle, but it was just such, it was something that I had to get done. And now that I got that out the way, I can focus on making money. I can focus on putting the money towards the things that I really want to do in my life and my dreams and goals. Now that I have actually put in the work, I put in the work. Now it's time to start putting in that work towards the things that I love. I paid the price. You feel me? So it's time to start. Was the NCLEX hard? I haven't taken it yet. I haven't taken it yet. CJ, I know that when you pass your LPN, you got a high. You think that when you pass your RN, you're gonna get the same high or greater. I don't know. I'm gonna have to see. I don't think so though because I've already they say that first high is the that's it. So probably not because I know what's coming or what to expect. Come do a contract up here, bro. I got you. Okay, I'm gonna have to holler at you, Norman. Email me. Rank professionally. Why is it respected when nurses consistently? Number one for honest, compassion, ethics. Okay. Shout out to She's So Sweet. Morning. Nurses ranked as the number one most respected profession. Yeah, I'm sure it is. I'm sure. I'm sure it is. People be trying to crap on it though. And then like if you go on TikTok and stuff like that, people be like, I don't want to be a nurse no more, and they be crapping on it. I'll be like, it is what it is. That's your prerogative. I don't regret being a nurse though. That's for sure. That's for sure, for sure. I do not regret it. Not one bit. Trying to make sure my iPad charged up. But yeah, I'm definitely getting into that. So what y'all think? What you think? ICU or ER? What should I do? What y'all think I should try first when I get into the hospital? ICU or ER? Or med surge? Should I hop right into the specialty? He said, congratulations on your success. I'm an LPN student, will be done in December, and want to go right back for RN. How do you feel about online bridge programs? I don't know, but I've heard they were cool. Mine wasn't online. ICU. Somebody said ER. Another person said ICU. Then get that CRNA bag. ICU. You're definitely doing God's work as a nurse and all other profession in healthcare. We all need each other. Facts. Sorry, I was driving. I had surgery back in 2018 in Manhattan. My nurse had 9 patients and she made 60 an hour. That was 7 years ago, so the pay is better now. ICU. Med surge is the catalyst. Congrats to you, CJ. I'm gearing up for the Nurse 10K challenge in July. Facts. I'm doing med surge first. Yeah, we gonna rock that 10K challenge out. We gonna rock that 10K challenge out for sure. So I'm seeing most of y'all saying ICU. So let me ask y'all, what specialty pays more with traveling? Y'all think ER or ICU? I haven't started the psych nurse job yet. I start training in July. I was supposed to actually start Monday, but I pushed it back to complete training for this hospice job. So shout out to 50 people in the building. I need early too. I need y'all to hit that like button, please. Please hit that like button. I only got a few more minutes, and I gotta let them know I'm here. Shout out to 50 people in the building, though. I appreciate that. Labor and delivery, from what I heard. I'm definitely not doing that one. Congrats to you. What do you think about CCA before practical nursing or RN? CNA? I think that's what you meant. CNA, maybe. I think that's good. I think it'll give you a good foundation. If you can be a CNA, you can definitely be a nurse. I think that's a good way to find out if you can handle it, because that's the core of it. You know, you're dealing with patients, ADLs. You right there with the patient, you cleaning the patient, you feeding the patient, you dealing with patients at their most vulnerable. Nurses do that too, but the CNA, you pretty much the eyes and the ears. So if you can do that, you could definitely be a nurse. It's not necessary. You dig what I'm saying? But I highly recommend it. I highly recommend you do it for at least 3 months. I did it for 3 months, and that was enough for me. But I highly recommend you do it for sure. But I don't recommend you do it for a long time. Psych NP make like 180K a year. That's a crazy bag. Yeah, yeah. Psych NP, they be making that money. CRNA can be making that money too. I don't know if I could go to school for another 3 years though. Like, it'd be different if I could work and travel and do all that stuff, but you can't do. Well, most CRNA schools, you got to sign a contract to not work. I don't know if I could do that. Like, my YouTube will really have to be popping, and like I will have to be really getting like my side money coming in and really doing what it's doing for me to really make that kind of commitment. Because, and if it's popping like that, I probably wouldn't even want to go for real. So I that's probably not gonna happen. I ain't gonna even cap. You never know, but it's probably not gonna happen. But y'all, I appreciate y'all chopping it up with me this early. Y'all up early. It ain't even 9 o'clock yet, but I let my trainer know I'm here. Maybe tomorrow, maybe later on this evening, I'll chop it up with y'all on the way home. I gotta work tonight again at 11 o'clock, so I'm gonna holler at y'all in a minute. Peace.